Well, hey there, crew, and welcome to the Legacy Church podcast, where we are passionate about helping you experience what God can do through you. Hey, first things first, would you do me a favor? Would you subscribe to this channel? Share this on social media somewhere with someone who needs it, because this is going to be a lesson for our church. But I think the leadership principles that we're going to find in this today are going to be valuable to so many people. So would you share it and tag someone in it? Man, we are excited about what God is doing in and through this ministry. Now, I want to dive right in because I think we've got some really good content to cover today. I want to talk to you today about the 3 questions that growers ask themselves. So you say, what is a grower? Well, a grower is someone who is constantly growing and expanding the thing that they are working on. Maybe it's they're building a team. Maybe they're raising funds. Maybe they're raising their own kids. Who knows? But they are people who are thinking ahead, saying, okay, I know that if I apply myself and I apply these principles to my life, this will grow. And so I want to share some of these things with us because, believe it or not, our church is going to grow. And it's going to grow because you and I are becoming better leaders. So I have found through many conversations with people who have grown organizations and businesses and all that, a couple of different things that they are doing regularly to better themselves and to better the people around them. I don't know if you've heard this or not, but it's been said that as one ship in the harbor rises, so all the ships rise. So that means when you apply yourself to making sure that you're growing, everybody around you starts growing. That whatever team you're a part of begins to grow, and that's what we're after, and we want to invest in that mission for Legacy Church. So there are 3 things that I want to go over with you today that growers are asking themselves. These are 3 things that they are asking themselves every single day. So let's dive in with question number 1. The first question is, what can I be learning? The people who ask themselves this are always listening to podcasts or reading books or having conversations with others, trying to get better at whatever it is that they are doing. And it really helps because whenever you get better, your team gets better. Whenever you get better, your marriage gets better. Whenever you get better, your family gets better. All of the people around you begin to get better because they see it starting in you. In fact, investing in yourself in this way by making sure that you're learning something, whether it is a podcast or YouTube videos or something else entirely, investing in yourself is actually an investment in the entire team. Because remember, as one ship in the harbor rises, so all the ships rise. So when you get better, everyone's better. And it shows that you're pursuing excellence. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but excellence really does 2 things when it comes to the context of church or home or work. Excellence always honors God. He's always honored when you provide your best for him. In fact, that's the only kind of offering that he's ever interested in is excellence. He wants your best. He wants your first. He wants you to be you the way that he would be you. So excellence does 2 things. It honors God and it puts people at ease. It makes people feel comfortable. Think about it. When you walk into a house that is chaotic, you're about to have dinner, and the kids are running everywhere, the toys are everywhere, the kitchen is filthy. Do you feel this sense of relaxed? Or do you feel the tension that's already in the room? You feel the tension, of course you do. So excellence, therefore, puts people at ease. We want that same thing to be said of Legacy Church. That's why on Sunday mornings at Legacy, we are so intentional about making sure that the chairs are straight, making sure that things are where they're supposed to be, making sure that there's clear signage. You know exactly where to park. You know exactly where to take your kids. You know exactly what's going to happen in our service because excellence honors God and it puts people at ease. I would say this too, excellence encourages people. I have never walked into a place that was excellent and thought, I wish they would have just messed this up just a little bit. No, it makes us feel like we can do better. We can keep pursuing excellence, whether it's at home or work or school or at church. Excellence encourages people. The second thing that growers are asking themselves all the time is, who can I be training? So, what can I be learning? Who can I be training? Think about it. These are the people who are growing teams. These are the people who are growing at work. And they're always thinking, how can I give what I know away to make the team better? So let's just take a second and talk about the crew at Legacy Church. The crew is all of our volunteers who serve on Sunday mornings and throughout the week. Every single week, we have random jobs that need to be done, whether it's setting up pipe and drape or setting up chairs, making sure that signs are placed the right way, or maybe it's making sure that the kids have heaters so they don't freeze. All of those jobs can be taught by anyone. Anyone can learn them and anyone can teach them. Therefore, you as a grower can ask, who can I be training? And see, this really does a couple of things. It gets people involved by using their gifts. Now, maybe your gift isn't setting up chairs. That's fine. Whatever your gift is, though, we're pretty sure you can use it in the context of home and work and school and church. And so we want to get you to utilize your gifts. And when you train somebody to do something, it helps them use their gifts. The other thing that training does is it always reinforces the priority of the job in your mind. So think about it. If you're going to teach your child at home how to set the table, you tell them the forks go on the left, the knives and spoons go on the right. That's not just teaching them, it's also reinforcing it in your own life. So then the next logical question then is to ask, who has untapped potential on our team? So crew, I'm asking you, who are you training? Who do you see untapped potential in? And who can you help use their gifts for kingdom ministry? Maybe this is someone who is just naturally really good at something. Well, you get to teach them how their gifts benefit the team as a whole. Now, here's the best way to train somebody. Are you ready? The formula goes like this. I'll do it, you watch. Then we'll do it together. Then you do it and I'll watch. This reinforces it in you as the trainer, but the trainee gets the experience of watching and then getting to come alongside somebody and do it with you, and then they get the reward of doing it themselves. And now they have the opportunity to take that ball and run with it. And hopefully this is a system that we are building into our lives, into our church, that we train people. So let's take, for instance, if we were going to set up the chairs together, I would set up the chairs for you and say, this is the way it needs to be done. Then I would walk you through all of the logistics of making sure that this was done the right way. And then I'd love to turn it over to you because I'm training you. I want you to have buy-in. But the ultimate goal is not you knowing how to set up the chairs. It's you knowing how to teach somebody to set up the chairs. So now, I told you I had 3 things. The first one is, what am I learning? The second one is, who am I training? The third question is this: who needs to be a part of this team? Now, this is really important because when it comes to ministry in the church, we have to realize that people want to be asked to be a part of something that's bigger than them. And so when we invite them into a ministry with us, when we invite them to church, when we invite them to join one of our teams, it's not us trying to get free labor. It's us trying to get them to expand their gifts that God's given them. We want to help come alongside them and see, man, where has God specifically gifted you? Where are your personality and your spiritual gifts overlapping? And that's the place where we want to make sure that you're getting involved, and that way we are investing in you. We get better when we use our sphere of influence. Did you know that you have influence? It might be with your friends group, it might be on social media, but somewhere in your life you have influence. And we believe that we get better when we all use our sphere of influence because really we attract what we are. And so when we say that we are practicing being a learner, that we train people, that we strive for excellence, people are attracted to that. And the people who are attracted to that are people who are learning, who are training, and are excited by excellence. Case in point, if you're really good with kids, you probably also know people who are good with kids. If you're really good at desk work, you probably also know people who are good at desk work. Do you see where I'm going with this? Those people need to be a part of a team. They want to be a part of something bigger. Every single one of us has an innate need to be a part of something that is bigger than us. We want to be a part of a community. We want to be known and we want to know people. This is the best way to do it, is think about who needs to be on this team. Who do I know in my sphere of influence that I can bring that should be a part of this team? Because we'll be better for their presence here, and they'll get better because we're investing in them to get better as well. So let me ask you this question. Who would be better off in life being a part of this team? You've got to know someone somewhere in your sphere of influence who would be better being a part of this team. That's what growers do. They are always thinking, what am I learning? They're always thinking, who can I be teaching? And they're always thinking, who needs to be a part of this team? How can we grow this thing? Every grower tries to grow the team. Growers naturally think this way. And that's not because they were born this way. It's because they have trained their minds to think this way. You can program your thoughts to think this way. How can I grow my family? How can I grow my marriage? How can I grow my business? How can I grow my church? This is really an invitation to us as a crew to experience what God will do through us being growers. Hey, I really hope that you got something from this today. If you enjoyed this content, man, please share it, subscribe, and make sure that you're telling a friend about it, because we want every person to experience what God can do through you. We'll see you next time.